ukipanda mazuri utavuna wewe.
Kile unapanda utavuna wewe.
Ukipanda maovu utavuna wewe. Katika maisha yako jifunze kuwa na kumbukumbu. Lolote ufanyalo lazima kuweka kumbukumbu. Mema na mabaya lazima uandike kumbukumbu. Basi yale uliyopanda jana ndivyo unavyoishi leo, na yale unayopanda leo kesho utalipaka.
Hapa kwa Liliana pia salon tunashuka nywele hata kwa watoto ambao wako boarding school.
Naitwa Sherio. Kuna shule mtu akitaka kujua kushuka pedicure tunafunza. Kwa majina naitwa Lydia Tieno. Mimi ni mhudumu wa Liliana.
Kwa majina naitwa Juliet. Mimi ni customer wa Liliana salon. Pia salon iko located under Tengecha Lane, Konganyat building. It connects to Sunshine Hotel. We appreciate your services, Liliana. They are really good. Thank you.
Liliana Beauty Salon for the latest hairstyles, manicure and pedicure.
Reaching all with the gospel.
Ukulima Mashinani. Ukulima Mashinani.
These are 6 cows. Yeah. And their production ranges from 20 liters to 45 liters. Depending on what you feed. These cows are very much. If you give concentrate, high energy, high protein, like canola and soya, 45 kilos from Monday. One cow, 45. But if you keep sunflower and other things below, they'll give you 20 kilos.
So you invest with the feeding?
Yes. So cabbage in, cabbage out. Yeah. If you don't feed them well, then they will give you also that amount.
That is true.
So from 6 cows, sometimes we go up to 150 liters, even up to 180 liters.
In the morning?
One full day. Yeah. Drying out, you get a cow of 15 liters. The ones which are still in good milk, is 30 liters.
30 liters.
Yeah. Okay. But when they are coming down, some go up to 40, 45. All right. Now, these stalls, you can see that they are simple. Understand that you don't have to be complicated when constructing a dairy unit. So now, the cow that coming out of the cows goes into this to the grass in the field. Okay. Alafu, magic water comes from down. We have a river down there, bringing water. So we pump water from the river to this tank, 30,000 liters per day. Not per day. It's also when we want to send the cow down from here down, so it goes into the pit where there is a lot of manure, and then it takes it by gravity down to the grass where we are. Yeah. This cows would prefer better to stay in the field. But because of land sizes, people we have to enclose them so that you can accommodate many cows. This unit can accommodate up to about 10 cows. 10 cows. But we restricted to 6. We had up to 16 cows before, but we reduced them in order to take care of.
So based on your farming, to name is it this blackboard of yours in your dairy farm?
Yeah. This blackboard is a work. It is work schedule for people working here. For example, David on the second weeding negator, training, Charlotte on milking,
yes,
cow dung flow, trying to clean and also trying to direct cow dung down there in the grass.
Yes.
And then they wake up at 5 to milk. That is the work of David on that day.
On that day.
And then the second day is digging field. There is some place where we have to plant some cabbages.
Yes.
So we have to direct cow dung there.
There.
Yes. And then he's going to work on the cow dung itself to make sure that it is going down.
Yes.
And what is it? Pumping water from the river.
Yes.
Together with Edwin. So that is the work schedule for that day. Charlotte, cleaning the dairy, the way you see her cleaning now.
Yes.
There is also milking. She does the milking at lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
And then laundry. There is some clothing and all that she has to. Yes. So she's doing 2 extra jobs. She's also working for the guest house.
Yes.
Yes, at part-time.
Yes.
The same thing, you can see it's repetition for Charlotte every day. But also Charlotte is undergoing some feeding program. So at about 11 o'clock, she has to bring the chicks here so that when they come to milk, then these cows, you have to feed them immediately you finish milking, because they have a tendency to go and lie down. And they are supposed not to lie down because of bacterial infections of the feet. So you want them to stay for some time eating. So you have to keep the feed immediately, the concentrate and the silage. But because of the weight of these cows, you can see the flow is already filling up. So the players are supposed to continue, because these cows are heavy. That is up to 800 kilos per cow. Yes. Yeah, you have some 700, some 800. They are very heavy. That is true. Yes. So then there is a tendency for this to end to crack, but you keep on after the cow has finished drinking water. Yes. Every morning you have to fan these tires a bit down, so that water goes out, because we don't want cows to drink water of yesterday. That is true. So for cleaning purposes, the tires are quite light. Which Charlotte, can you turn on this tap? Yes. Yeah, it's because these cows drink up to 200 liters.
So bên trong cũng không. To gilio itu suko tanoen mamagiricha amun jomba kakirates.
Tujuh ko taloy.
Magar
ko kyan ka jamba. Nana na bumi ke muje ke riche ko matro. Magro mesai.
So bago. Ito amigo.
Magi us kasai.
Yes. Ugusan sa kaya na yun. Agatul na yun na. Ito na. So, agatul lang tambayan. Sawa. Ay, hindi na ito lang na agad. Hindi na ito. Dia mini juga kata. Ini yang mereka betul. Tapi kalau itu kita fresh ya. Oh iya ya orang tua memang sebenarnya ada orang yang ini boleh. Kita boleh itu boleh itu. Kita habis jadi ya. Oke. Ada kata sudah jadi mandi ya.
What if it is source of feed that is to produce a certain amount of milk? Okay. One thing is the machine is efficiency, yeah?
Yes.
It's technology. One, it milks fast. You know, within 4 minutes to 7 minutes, this cow should be emptied. And the machine is capable of doing that. A hand will take too long. Because to get out 24 liters from this cow at once, takes a hand, a very powerful hand to do it. But the machine will do it very quickly. So one is speed of milking. Two is that it's quite clean. So you see, there is no milk contamination occurs when the milk is out of the cow.
That is true.
Nobody should teach you that the cow produces contaminated milk. That's why calves drink direct from the and children drink direct from the teat.
That is true.
So when you milk with a hand like this, you already contaminate the milk. But this machine, once you do it like this, the milk comes out of the cow, goes in here direct, into the can, and straight to the pasteurizer, wherever it is, whether it is KCC or wherever.
It is true.
Three is that, as I said, the speed and also the amount of work that somebody will do at once. Because milking these 6 cows is not easy for one person.
That is true.
But you see that the amount of people working here, and also to have clean milk. And 3 is efficiency, speed of removing milk from the cow. Because the cow, if you delay removing milk from the cow, the cow tends to take it away. It's a very simple machine. As you see, this is just the motor. The motor is the one that even in apportionment.
That is true.
Sometimes it's also you use a engine machine. Okay? This is a very simple machine. Edwin services himself. He orders spare parts. There are some things that get finished here. And also these rubbers. They are regularly replaced. Otherwise, this is a very simple machine. Yeah.
Very fast and efficient.
And to train somebody is like training somebody how to use a phone.
That is true.
Yeah, so it's quite simple.
That is true.
Now you ask me what to tell the farmers. So it depends. If you have 1 cow, 2 cows that are producing 10 liters per day, then you don't need a machine. You can do it yourself. But if you have big cows producing a lot of milk, then you need a machine.
You will have to go for a machine. That is good. And time, for instance, milking time, it should be strictly followed.
Yes, they do it at 5. and then 11 o'clock, I mean 12 and also 5 in there.
Yes.
So this one you have to milk it quite early, 5 a.m. Sometimes even at 4.
Yes.
Unapata imeanza kutoa maziwa. They sleep if it is not good. If strangers like you come around, like this cow is already sensing that there are some strangers.
Yes.
Otherwise, these cows are, you can see their temperament is very cooler.
That is true.
They don't have trouble. They are not troubled by anything. They are happy. They are feeding. They are friendly. So they don't have any problem. And then they release milk. So I don't think that playing music is of an issue. I'm not. Me, I cannot say that I know much about it.
It's something.
It is not something
Yes.
that is technically proven that cows require music.
Ni food ya ng'ombe.
Chakula.
Such kind of production. So if I know.
Yeah. Okay, these cows, they use maize silage. Silage from maize,
Yes.
where you chop the whole plant together with the grain, everything. That is maize silage.
Yes.
It's high in energy and a bit of protein.
Yes.
Now, and then we also have Napier grass. You'll see it from there. So Napier and silage, they form the forage.
Yes.
Okay, the rough, the fiber.
Yes.
But then they also need a lot of protein.
Yes.
So we have concentrates that we add.
Yes.
Sunflower, canola, maize flour,
Yes.
and all that. We mix ourselves. We don't buy dairy milk ready-made. We mix here.
You mix here.
Yes, there is a software that I use. Based on the weight of the cow, based on their production, I'm able to formulate a ration for my cows.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't buy dairy milk.
Now, based on the feeding, do you have any ratio that you use for your cows? You say this amount of kg is supposed to be fed in the morning?
On average, a cow can take up to 40 kilos of 40, depending on its weight.
Yes.
Okay. So, like in the morning, they get the 20 kilo packet of silage.
Yes.
And 20 kilo packet of Napier grass.
Yes.
50-50. And then lunchtime the same.
The same.
And then evening the same.
The same.
That is a standard rule.
Standard rule.
But some cows tend to keep not to finish, so you come and reduce it. Yes. So on average, if a cow is 600 kilos,
Yes.
then you give 10% of the feed as fat. The way it is. But if it was fried matter, it is fried completely. Then I told you, so there is maize silage, there is Napier grass, and then there is lime for calcium, because they are heavy producers. They throw a lot of calcium from their bodies.
Yes.
There are minerals, mineral salts that will supply other nutrients.
That is true.
Phosphorus, potassium, etc., etc. So they leak.
Okay.
Yes. And then so those three. But the concentrates, as I told you, is a mixture of the things depending on what we want to produce. As I told you, these animals are milk machines.
Yes.
If I want more milk, I have to spend more money
Yes.
on high nutrient content. When milk prices are low,
Yes.
I also I save on costs by reducing the nutrient content of the concentrate. So this is now from you can see the cleaning is taking place now.
Yes.
So there is a lot of nutrients
Here.
coming out of here
Yes.
from urine and from the cow dung.
Yes.
So all that is accumulated here through this trench. It goes down and it goes to fertilize the Napier grass down there. We try to practice.
So there is no waste in terms of from feeding the cows from their waste.
Yes.
You recycle still.
We recycle. So this is Charlotte. Charlotte is the one in charge of cleaning and also milking. Why women? Women are cleaner than men. I'm sorry about that. And they are very efficient. They are also versatile and also friendly to the cows. Okay? And they spend more time. They are more loyal than men. So that is why I'm starting to have more women involved in dairy, because before there's a myth that men are the ones to take care of cows. But the new in the new era, women will take over, and I'm starting already. Yes. So Charlotte is now here, and she doesn't have any problem. She can use this machine. She can do the cleaning. She can take care of the cows. And there's another one called Alice. There was one who left called Chepwet. And these ladies, I use CCTV here. So if I'm very fine, Eldred or whatever, I would look at if a cow comes to sleep or to lie down here, I would call them at night, and I thought they would fear. And then there was no man around here. But they came out and they took away the cow back to the with the dogs. Yeah, I have also well-trained dogs that really understand cows. Okay? Yes. So I've been an extensionist for a long time, training farmers, both nationally and internationally. Now, the reason why I designed or I adopted the low-cost construction materials is to demonstrate to the farmers that the materials that we have at home here can serve for the purpose of animals. Now, my roofing is a bit, I cannot say this roofing that the farmers should adopt, because these mapatis are a bit too low. It's supposed to be roof capable like this with some space, because these cows produce a lot of heat. So we need hot air rising. So this is yet to be redesigned. But so far, the demonstration I've given to the farmers is that let's use the local materials that you can afford, rather than waiting for, to bring metals and all that, which costs a lot and scare local farmers.
Okay, we have already finished what is going on inside. So tell us about the camera and the CCTV in your place, because I saw what is going on here. Tumeona kila kitu, usafi hapa na vile tunakama ng'ombe.
Yeah, there are two ways. In farming, you can do it directly yourself, but I do it two ways. Sometimes I'm involved in something else. So, to do passive farming or passive business, you delegate or use technology. So that here I delegate to these people, and also I use technology, which is CCTV, to manage the farm. If I'm in Nairobi, I will see what is happening at the farm just from the CCTV. And I can be able to give instructions, I can be able to ask questions, I can be able to give advice, and I can be able to discuss issues with the people on the ground. So that is why dairy, technology within dairy, yes.
What can you say about security in our farms, telling our farmers who are following our program today? Because I know safety within our farm and within our dairy farm is safe for us. What can you say about security? Maybe there's some people who doesn't have security and they are far away and they are expecting their cows to be fed well, to take care of them.
No, in the rural areas we don't have a big problem with security. But of course with time things may change.
All right.
People can steal things and all that, but use of CCTV nowadays is very important. With the lighting system, there is electricity everywhere. There are also very powerful dogs around here, and then we have workers, so we are secure enough. We don't have any problem.
So we are now going to the place where food is coming from.
Yes, we go down to the neighbor grass, where the organic fertilizer, the manure, goes down, fertilized, and then we bring the.
So we see the fruits of using the manure here.
Yes.
So are you using
circular farming? Circular agriculture.
So you use the manure only?
Yes, I try now to really stick to manure. Before I used to use a lot of called artificial fertilizer. But now with manure you will see the product. You'll see what happens. And then not only neighbor grass, you'll also see some vegetables coming out of manure.
Thank you.
Yes. that's why I'm saying the reason why it grows very fast is because of the very tall is because they grow fast. If you cut this, if you see the chopped silage, I mean chopped labia. If you see this machine, the chop cutter cutting it, it's so light. Tuck, 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 tuck.
Even though kabisa.
Yeah, very small. You can look at the pieces there.
The same one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you will see how they grow down there.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. Go. Last. So we are now going to the farming place, mahali penye tunapata nyazi ya ng'ombe na venye sile manyoya sinatoka huko, sinafanya kazi huko. So mtazamaji ambaye unafuatilia kipindi hiki usiku ya leo Jumamosi ya pekee, tunakuambia karibu sana. Tumetembelea mkulima wa pekee pale Sosit County ya Kericho Kapkatet. Atatuelezea mengi, ametuonyesha pale na tunaendelea kufanya kazi. Tunaona jai vizuri, inamea vizuri na I know in county of Kericho huwa tunasema kwamba this is just a beautiful one whereby you have to pick it this one for food tea leaves. So what can you say about this one?
Yeah, look down here. There used to be tea everywhere before we started the dairy. But now when we started the dairy there, the manure coming out of the dairy scotched the tea here, burnt the tea.
Which means it's not good for the tea.
Manure is not suitable for tea. Fresh manure. So what did we do? We said to integrate dairy with tea, we left tea on this side and we removed a lot of it and took it up there in the other farm. Now this is for grass. Only. So this area we are also reserving it. Sometimes we want to bring the cows out to rest in the sun. That is something we want to do. So we removed this, the tea here, and we left it to this grass to grow. This is Pracharia grass that we used to have. It's quite good, but making silage out of it was a bit challenging. It requires a lot of techniques. I can make it myself. There is a lot of silage from which you have not seen. Heaps of silage from Pracharia grass. Pracharia grass, when you make silage from it, its fermentation is not heavily lactic. It is butyric. A butyric has pungent smell like ammonia. So it depends. I know how to do it myself, and I do it very well because I add. It depends on what you add. So not many people know how to do it, including my workers. So then I decided to change it to Nebia. But this grass is good for making hay. So that's why we have reserved a bit of it. We make hay for the goats because goats like to eat dry material. Yeah. So we use it.
Ukulima Mashinani.
Now, thank you. Now we are in the section. We are seeing some water flowing. We seem not to be clean, but we realize that it has some food stuff from cows and waste. Tell us about this.
So, the manure or the cow dung from the cows.
Yes.
A bit of it goes to biogas there.
On the other side.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when cleaning the stalls, the manure comes down like this. Fresh manure coming down by gravity, flowing with water.
Yes.
That is used to clean the stalls. Now that effluence goes to this pit. This is a pit, a deep pit, and it accumulates here. And it ferments a bit because sometimes if you release it directly to the crops, it can scorch the crops.
Yes.
So it stays here for some days, and then when it rains or when we open water there and mix it up here, it takes it down to where we want. So we direct it. There are so many trenches down there. Here is grass. Down there are also vegetables.
Yes.
Cabbage, and there are other things that we are growing. Okay.
How deep is this?
This is about 4 feet.
4 feet
down.
Yes. Yes.
And another 4 to 6 feet width. And
after filling this pit, now they flow.
Yes, and then they will flow down on its own.
Yes.
Water comes, filling it up. When
this is good. So basically in your farm, in terms of what you feed your cows, you are not using fertilizer. This
not on the grass here.
Yes.
Yes.
You use purely
powder for now.
Powder for now.
Mega 1, which is local according to people. Yeah. So this is the grass that is growing. It's now about 1.5 months since it was cut.
Yes.
Look at the height. Because of mbolea.
Yes.
Hakuna maneno ingine. Yes. So the question of saying, oh, people are running around helter-skelter looking for the latest arrivals in terms of Napier grass.
Yes.
But to me, there is no difference.
Yeah.
All of them are the same, depending on how you feed the grass when it is growing.
That is.
Down here, I'll show you the mature one. This is young. To me, it is starting to overgrow.
This how old is this?
This is now about 2.5 months.
2.5 months.
Yeah, but look at can you see me from inside there? This is like being in Mao Forest.
Yes.
With a bamboo.
Yes.
This one requires to be cut now. But unless I make silage, okay? When there is too much rain, I can't make silage out of it.
That is true.
This is also young. This is 2 months old. Yes. It was cut 2 months ago. Look. Look at the way it has grown because of manure.
That is true.
Yeah? Can you see me inside here?
Not so sure. Haionekani vizuri.
Manure bwana. This is purely manure, growing very fast. And this is according to my group.
Yes.
I mean, they can't cut this because there is a lot more to be cut down there.
So
I got it from farmers around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you selling? Because there's some farmers who are following.
If a farmer wants to cut this, let them come and cut a bit of it.
Okay.
This is called giant, very huge stem. Yes, and you'll see it there down there.
True.
Yeah. It's now about 3 months grown. Full of water inside.
Yes.
So to cut it is very easy. Where is the banger? I'll cut it down there. You will see it for yourself. Very. So you see, this is 3 weeks to 1 month ago. This was cut. Okay.
Why do you harvest from top here like this?
Yes, not
Why the top?
Not the lowest part. I can explain to you. This giant has a tendency to rot if you cut it too low.
Yes.
And what I've realized is that the tillers come out from the stem, from the knots.
Yes.
I can show you this one. You see, if you can see this. You see the way the shoots are coming from the sides, from the knots, like this. And then the part that is on top is rotten. So if you cut down low, and then it starts to rot, it will go into the soil, it's dead.
That is true.
So this is how I maintain this giant Napier. We don't cut it too low. We cut it
like this one. I think there was a mistake with this one. You see?
Yeah, you see this one is standard already, and it is gone. It's dead. It's dead because somebody cut it too low.
Yes.
Okay. This one
now to be
this is manure that is coming direct from some maybe biogas or what kind of that did not go into the trench.
Yes.
So you bring it direct here and then you put it here.
That is true.
Yeah. But now I will show you how the manure comes down here. Come here. I'll show you. You can see manure coming down from the dairy.
Yes.
So we only decide if we want it here, we just open
A trench.
A trench, and then it goes sideways this way. Yes. If we want it down, like this one is going down, you'll see where it is going. Yes. Okay.
Ukulima Mashinani.
Just create a trench there, create another one here, and then it flows like this.
That is true.
Somebody has to manage it.
Yes.
But for this one, you see it's going down.
Down the stream.
Down the stream. Down is going to a place where they want to plant some cabbages. Because there is plenty of manure on the grass.
Yes.
So we want it to go down where we removed the tea, and we are trying to do some cabbages there.
Yes.
But you can see everywhere along the trench there's manure. There is manure. All those there's manure. So
true.
this grass has enough of this manure.
So a farmer would not struggle to get water. This is
Yes.
water from cleaning.
Yes, and then you asked about the amount of water. Eh?
Yes, yes.
So there are two things. One, you can say I'm spending a lot of money pumping water to bring it down.
Yes.
Now, which one is cheaper? To use labor to bring it down or to use water to bring it down? We have to weigh the difference.
Yeah, that is true.
We have to look at the costs.
Yes.
And then this is rainwater. You know, this is El Nino.
Yeah, right.
Our tank is overflowing. I could hear at night overflowing from water from the river, from the roof.
Yes.
So there is plenty of water.
Yes.
So if we want even manure, like this one, this is pure water. This is colored water.
Yeah.
Because we are not releasing. You saw in the pit,
Yes.
the manure is intact.
Yes.
If we want more manure, you just coroca like this, and then the manure comes down.
That is
in solid form like this.
Yes.
And we can do it, and you will see to yourself.
If a
but for now, we are taking a bit of it to the down there.
So this work basically to farmers who are living on the uphill.
Yes.
Let's say a farmer is living at the top of the mountain. This is where the farm is.
Yeah.
And the homestead is low there.
Yes.
Should the farmer relocate up so that this assists him
Not relocating the homestead, but relocating the cows.
the cows?
Maybe they don't know. Because if you see, ordinary napier like that one of Kakamega,
Yes.
you would find it has expanded. But you can see this one, since it was planted, it has shoots. Only once
That is true.
that came from that stem.
Yes.
And because we are cutting at the top, they are maintaining the same number of shoots or
That is true.
stems for that matter. So expansion is not big.
That is true.
You see, this and this one, the spacing we gave is maintained for a long time.
For a long time.
Yes.
Not like the other.
Not like the other.
ordinary
So
grass.
there are shoots that come out, but not as prolific as the other one, that we cut it low enough.
How do you manage panya fugo kwa shamba kama hii? Because we realize fugo always like feeding on.
Alice, one of our workers, knows how to deal with the panya.
Oh yeah.
She'll just direct this to the hole of the panya, and the panya will come out alone
From
on its
the-
own.
Oh.
Yes, there you can see from that neighbor there used to be a lot of panyas. Ilikuwa huko ilikuwa chini hapa.
Yes.
Alice dealt with them. Just dig a bit, allow the manure water to go in,
Yes.
and the panya will be out within no time.
So no chemicals in your farm.
No. Trench carrying water
Yes.
down used to go because the tea was here.
Yes.
And the tea did not like the manure.
Yes.
So we used to release manure to go down along this kayaba, the edge.
Yes.
So that a lot of manure was spilling over here. That is why we have reserved that small strip
That is
for vegetables.
vegetables.
So you can see. Yes.
So this is your tomatoes.
Yeah. So now you told me whether I use chemicals in the farm.
Yeah.
We have to use chemicals. We use Ridomil because these things are very susceptible to flight. You know what you call blight. So we have to use the Ridomil. Yeah. But for fertilizer, it is manure.
It is manure.
Yes.
This which type?
This is called Camineta. Yes.
It produces like how many fruits?
Oh, I'm yet to see how many, but people say 20, 30.
Is it the first time you are planting this?
Is it the first time?
No, I've done tomatoes in the past, but this is under manure for now.
And you value the open field, not the greenhouse.
Yeah, this is a challenge, and I'm trying to really do something. This is El Nino, and if you see tomatoes standing like this,
Yes.
it is quite challenging. If you check, there are some which are already burned. You can see
Yes.
There are some, like this leaf. You see, already has infection.
That is true.
By blight.
Yes.
But we are fighting with it with spraying.
Yes.
Somehow we were late in spraying and they got affected.
Yeah.
But the ones which are up there, we're trying to really make sure that they are not affected.
So a farmer.
Or 15. Yes. So this grass grows very tall because of the nutrients.
Yes.
But that does not mean that it has overgrown. I get enough of what's called NDF. NDF is neutral detergent fiber.
Yes.
And I told you I use a software to formulate. So I know how much NDF I get from this for the cows.
Yes.
And people will say it's overgrown. Oh, so fast. Have you seen?
Yes.
It's just one one cut. That tells you that it is not so hard the way people might imagine.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true.
Okay? This grass, because of the growth rate, it grew very fast.
That is true.
Yes. So its NDF is quite low. Or its fiber is quite low.
So most people always value the leaves, not the stalk. I don't know.
And I don't blame them.
Yes.
If you cut them when it is like this, protein content is high.
True.
That I don't dispute. But it depends on what you want from your farm. If you have if you are looking for enough fiber, then you leave it to overgrow a bit.
That is true.
And then you supplement protein from elsewhere. Because these leaves have lost a bit of protein.
That is true.
As it ages.
Yes.
Of silage from Narok. I've now cut it down by 50%.
Yeah.
By growing this one.
Yes.
Okay? Yes.
So this is like
So this is a super napier that people are craving for. Yeah, it is sold expensively. Even in supermarkets, I think they are almost selling the napier.
Yes.
But you can see it is okay. One thing I like with it is that I can do silage.
That is true.
When I leave it in the dry season a bit, it doesn't have a lot of water.
Yes.
So it can produce good silage. It also grows fast, but it cannot compete that one. There is no much difference with this other one.
Yes.
So look at the way it is. It's also a bit harder to cut if you leave it to overgrow compared to the nini. Then the difference is that also this one doesn't have a lot of hair, so it doesn't sting you.
That is true.
Ayumi what one our copper
Not like that one.
Not like that one. This one is full of hair.
Yeah.
On the leaves. This one is not hairy. So now many people they want to sell when they are selling this one and this one at 50 shillings or 30 shillings or
this
20.
one.
Yeah. And you see it in the market.
This one is 50 shillings.
Yeah, for some people.
Why is it very expensive?
20 shillings for some people.
Why is it expensive?
Because of the euphoria at the moment for super napier.
That is.
I call it euphoria. People running around, helter-skelter looking for it. But can you tell me the difference between this? Despite those differences, vile unaweza tembea bila nguo. Yani, yeah.
Wait.
So if somebody was to sell this one, 2 notes for 50 shillings. So 2 notes, yeah. 1, 2, 50 shillings. So this one would fetch how much? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4,
5.
5, 6, 6. Times 50, how much would that be?
300.
300.
Yes.
Okay, if it is 20 shillings, how much would it be? 120.
Yes.
Now look at what this guy has already cut. So I'd be making a lot of money if I was doing business.
Yes.
But I'm giving it for free to my neighbor.
Now you are directing your waste
Yes.
to another destination.
Yes. So you now is working on manure.
Yes.
You saw it on the blackboard. David's work today is to direct manure to a new farm.
Yes.
A farm, a plot where we want to plant some cabbages. All sorts of things coming around.
That is true.
They aerate the soil, and then the manure also has a lot of water retention capacity. When manure is here, the soil remains moist for long,
That is true.
encouraging what we call the microfauna and flora in soil. A lot of fungi is also coming down here. So the soil becomes very active, very useful, and it mineralizes very nicely, releasing minerals for the crops. Tea is a heavy feeder. And it's also a very strong crop. It's a tree. It has so many roots, deep, and also the fibrous roots are well netted. It's like a net. If I can show you, if you can see here, if you can see, you see threads, you see these threads? Can you see the threads?
Yes.
This, you can see the soil is held very tightly by this, you know? Look at this, look at that, look at that. Very tight.
Yes.
So if you bring a crop like beans or cabbage, to penetrate this is very difficult.
Yes.
So if you remove your tea, you need to loosen the soils. The only thing you cannot bring a tractor is because of the stumps. You know, I removed the tea here by using the power saw, cutting it, leaving the stumps. So you can't bring, the tractor owner may not accept to plow it. So you can dig with a hand. Now when you dig, you loosen the soil, the topsoil. You loosen, you cut this, and we don't use a forked chamber because it will not cut this grass. So that's why we are using a chamber to cut it. Now once you cut it, the soil is loose.
Yes.
And if when you put manure, a lot of the microorganisms will come around. They will digest this into pieces. And now when you bring maize, or you bring cabbage, you bring bees, or you bring whatever it is, it will flourish very well. And you. It is starting to penetrate the roots of the tea.
That is true.
Okay, and we are also generating some other compost or manure or whatever, because this is organic material. Once you dig it, you leave it here, it rots here, and then it's also healing the soils. So here. But if you go in, you'll not find the weeds.
Yeah.
Because this thing smothers the weeds as it grows.
Yes.
So part of it, why am I leaving also to overgrow tall? to discourage the weeds from coming up.
That is true.
Okay? But not all the weeds are also bad. There are also, some are sources of protein for animals.
Yes.
So it depends. You get a lot of what do you call soja apple. A lot of, it's called black nightshade in English.
Yes.
A lot of terere, which is also vegetables for
That is
people.
true. That is
There's a lot of it because they are also following fertilizer, mbolea, what you call the manure.
That is true.
So there is a lot of weeds. And also I'm trying to encourage, by allowing this, you encourage what's called biodiversity.
Watu wengine wanatumia hizi kulisha ng'ombe.
Yeah, if you cut, the cow will not select. Okay, if it is obnoxious,
Is it good?
There are some weeds that are obnoxious. There are some weeds which are poisonous to the animal, so you have to remove those.
That is true.
Like in easy, these ones are always in the field.
Yes.
The cow will not have any problem. They are also protein sources.
Yes.
Yes, for the cow. Okay. Yeah, for this one, I normally do 1 meter by 1 meter. Okay. Or sometimes shorter, smaller. But now about digging the holes, I see many people, they are doing what's called tumbukiza.
Yes.
I'm not, look at these ones. There is no tumbukiza here, but look at the way they are growing. So sometimes you subject people to heavy, what do you call, a lot of labor.
Yes.
But here we just use a chembe, pap, marambili, then we plant. And this thing is very aggressive.
Yes.
It sends its roots down and it starts to expand on its own.
That is true.
Ukulima Mashinani.
Farming, there was tea, and then followed by maize, and then followed by cabbages. Cabbage. There's one cabbage here. Okay. Somebody came 3 days ago or 4 days ago. He went out of here with a pickup of cabbages. Okay. Somebody bought. So there were cabbages here. So inside the cabbages, we planted this grass. Okay. And you can see how the grass is taking over now because we wanted the super napier to expand. Okay. So the cabbages have been sold and the grass is taking over. Have you heard how many crops? There was maize. These are 1,400 cabbages. Yeah, well, I bought them the seedlings from somebody. Which type of cabbage? This is called Floria F1. Floria F1. Yes. If you rub it in the farm, takes how long? 90 days. 90 days. Yeah, and then it is ready.
So meaning 3 months.
Yes. So you see, the spacing is 50 by 40 centimeters.
50 by 40.
Yes. Now, there was tea here.
There was tea here.
And there was not much picking. So the size of cabbage coming out of here is not going to be as big.
Yes.
But the cabbages which were removed from there, where there was digging, was several kilos. You see?
Yes.
But still,
Ukulima Mashinani.
very young and aphids.
Yes.
The very small ones. So if you don't, if you don't detect early enough, then they can affect your crop.
That is true.
And then it also depends on if that plant was weak from the beginning, then it is easily attacked by insects.
That is true.
For 30 shillings.
30 shillings.
Yeah.
Ukulima Mashinani.
We are removing all this tea and we are taking up there, and then we do horticulture a bit. So you can see I've removed tea from this side. This side I've not removed yet, but we are thinking ahead. We are comparing tea, horticulture and dairy.
Yes.
We want to find out what brings in more profit.
That is true.
For dairy, I'm still using silage imported from Narok. At first it was 100% silage, but now I've come up with the Napier, and I'm at 50%.
Yes.
Then, while I'm also removing tea, I'm planting horticulture, vegetables, cabbage. I've also planted bilibili hoho, which is what do you call those ones? pilipili hoho, capsicum.
Yes.
And then eggplants and okra. Okay? I'm trying out that. So see also which one is more profitable.
That is true.
Then this one is still under suspense.
Yes.
It's also good for the Akina Mama. They have to do some work.
That
if I
is
remove
true.
them
That
too
is
fast,
true.
what
That
do
is
they
true.
do?
Yeah.
So you can see the way they are doing it.
Yes.
Yet the other tea which I've planted up there is still young.
Yes.
So they have to be busy doing some work.
That is
so it's
true.
also community responsibility.
Yes.
So then it takes long for the buds or whatever the leaves to shoot.
Yes.
But in the long run, the way I'm seeing, as you use it, it normalizes like human beings.
Yes.
Now, one person, one harvester replaces 8 harvesters.
8 harvesters.
Yes, in one day.
In one day.
So instead of using these people, that person will be one.
One.
Yes.
Yes.
This
Ukulima Mashinani.
It is very hard. If you leave it to grow, it's going to be very hard. You see?
Yeah.
Very hard, and yet it's young. This is called panicum. There are 3 types. There is panicum Mombasa, panicum Masai, and panicum, I don't know where. Tanzania.
Yes.
Yeah, panicum Tanzania, panicum Masai, panicum Mombasa.
It is still used to feed cows.
Yes. Now, why do I keep it here? You see? Very hard. Now there are some times when the napier grass is so soft and the cows will pass the dung too fast. So you provide this one. Yes, it has higher fiber. So you supplement to reduce the flow of through the rumen of the cow.
That is true.
Yes.
So this is just,
in other words, I call it to increase what's called NDF for those who understand.
Yes. What is NDF?
NDF is it is fiber in simple language, but it is neutral detergent fiber.
Yes.
It's like maize flour or what? Then that cow can constipate and die.
That is true.
So that is why it has to hit grass, which is forage, this one. And also the grass, it depends on the quality. That is why you see me, if the forage is not a lot, you leave it to overgrow. But of course, it's going to be low in nutrient supply, so you have to supply in form of concentrates.
Aside, mothers using antibiotics. For you, you have taken the new technology. What prompted your decision to go for this kind of technological machine?
Yeah, everything, we are looking for efficiency. So the machine harvests fast, as I said.
Yes.
It can also replace about 8 workers in a day.
Yes.
But now, the challenge with the machine was when you harvest, it takes long for the tea to regrow. But with time, the tea is healing.
Yes.
And also the competence of the person harvesting is improving. So this is part of training.
Yes.
And also testing whether it works. But as for working, it works.
Yeah.
But TTDA still is susceptible, although susceptible. Yeah. But the other companies, they don't have any problem with it.
So this is the machine.
This is the machine. It's a one-man machine.
One-man machine.
And if those people who are making a lot of noise in Kericho, I think they were looking for this machine because this one will require each. There are so many people to harvest one acre, 2 acres.
Yes.
100 acres, 200, 1,000 acres like yesterday.
That is
still
true.
have to employ so many people.
So many people.
Better than the tractor which you suck everybody.
That is true.
Yeah.
So can we try this?
Yeah.
Yes. Then after?
Ukulima Mashinani. Ukulima Mashinani. Ukulima Mashinani. Ukulima Mashinani.
Kitu ya kwanza is how kushaga. This one inashakwa na machines kutoka Eldoret. Zinaenda Narok. Machine yenye inashaga 1 acre in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
Yes. 6 rows at the same time. Cutting it and chopping. Because you have to chop about 8 millimeters. Chopping kabisa dogo and crushing the grain.
Yes.
Because you harvest mahindi yenye iko kwa shamba direct. Second, compaction. So this one is compacted with a tractor.
Yes.
And you can see if you nikuingiza mkono hivi. It is very hard.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you want to test whether this silage is good, unasikia choto. Kama iko choto tayari, then it is spoiling already. It is getting spoiled.
So it's supposed to be cold.
Very cold inside. Wacha ichu, ukiingiza you can see the grain. It's completely even the stock, machakwat.
Yes.
Everything is chopped, then compacted using a tractor. And then also to achieve compaction and continuous compaction, the layer of soil should be high so that it compacts it. What happens when you compact? Expel all the air from the silage
Out from the silage.
out from the silage through compaction.
Yes.
And to achieve good compaction, when you chop it very small pieces, and now there will be anaerobic. Bacteria starts to ferment the soil, and so it produces what's called lactic acid. That's why sometimes you smell like this, like Bombay. Something that many people have not done. Our maize is harvested in Narok.
Yes.
And it is harvested very fast, chopped, and siled on the ground like this, and covered there in Narok. Because we are all the time, because there are machines doing it, so those machines cannot wait for us to transport it up to here, one by one. So we have to cover it there. This one was harvested in 2022.
Yes.
And covered there.
Yes.
Now, this year, recently, we retransported it. We opened it, carried it with lorries, and compacted here, and again covered. Because many people ask themselves, how then can you re-ensile or recompact?
Yes.
That we have done, and you can see the silage is still good.
They are good.
So it all depends on how did you do it first. Then.
Yes.
If your silage is very good, you transport it quite fast.
Yes.
You recompact it without much contamination.
Yes.
You will still have some silage for some times. And that is how we utilize our silage. Yeah. We transport it with lorries, we compact it here, and we feed it to our cows. Then that one is a reserve. We still have about 100 tons in Narok.
Yes.
So we transport it when we need it.
Yeah.
But there are some people who come from Kiambu also, from Nairobi, to buy. Sometimes these people request me, we need some silage. I ask them, come and collect from there. We sell them per ton. A lorry goes into the weighbridge, we fill it with silage, it goes into the weighbridge. Then they go up there, they also ensile or feed. If they have many cows, they can feed it in 1 week, then they come back.
So a farmer can still have silage and do as a business, sell it?
Yes, like me, I sell.
Oh, good. We have seen your work is good. Now, there are farmers who may feel like we want to get more information. Are you free? Are you flexible? Is your door open for such people to come to your field and get some information pertaining this dairy farming?
Yeah, SEPFARM provides services to farmers. Yes. We can trade farmers. Yes. Those who are interested. But of course, not for free, at a cost. So farmers, if they want training, they should request SEPFARM, and we shall organize that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So farmers, basically, they can come through the cooperatives where they supply.
Yeah, I would prefer. Many things that I've done, sometimes Dairy Port has been hiring my services to go and train a cooperative to do what.
Yes.
And then also I've had some Dutch companies. They have also hired me to do things in government institutions who are doing dairy and all that.
Yes.
Yes.
So training is available.
Training is available.
It's okay. Just training.
Yeah.
Are you having any platform where people can follow your teachings and your information?
Yeah. So we are opening a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And I think a lot of information will be available there.
Okay.
And we are going to go into details.
Yeah.
Like manure, this was just a show to show how it is going down.
Yes.
But we are going to really expunge to make sure that there is a lot of information teased out for the farmers in detail.
That is true.
What does manure do? What are the advantages? How do you apply it?
Yes.
How do you, all sorts of techniques.
Yes.
And also cows, feed formulation. I can show the people how to formulate their feeds. So all that is a lot. And then also how do you integrate farming with diversity?
Yes.
Biodiversity with the vegetables, with what? So that you maintain the ecosystem.
Ukulima Mashinani.
So these ones are dairy goats?
These are Saanen goats from Switzerland. But they came to South Africa, then some NGO imported to Hammer Bay, and then we got them from there.
Yes.
Saanens. One goat can produce up to 4 liters, like that old mama, the one you took there, produced 4.2 liters.
Per day?
Yes.
And these ones now?
3 liters, 2 liters. Yeah. Depending on how we feed them.
That is true.
These ones like very dry feeds. So we try to feed with the cows, but they are not very happy with the cow feeds. Yeah, but they eat, but not
too much.
Yeah, they like a lot of hay, then concentrates. Small size of land should go for goats.
Yes.
Because one, environmental look at how they are performing.
That is true.
They're hanging on up here.
Yes.
You can sweep every morning, and then they are clean.
They are clean.
So you have no problem.
So their
And
consumption
then-
rate is very low.
Yeah, and also very low. And then, in terms of yeah, for especially children. Now, elderly people again,
Yes.
like my mother who is 96 years, does not like cow milk because it says it stops the body. But this one is very light because the molecules, the globules, are smaller than the ones of the cow, so easy digestible by young people, old people, sick people. Yes. So there are people they pay 100 shillings per liter.
Yes.
To test from us. Attacked by pneumonia. Yes.
So what do you do for them?
Yeah, you have to keep this place. You see there we have covered. There is not a lot of wind passing through, and then you keep the place clean. Not a lot of urine that contaminates the air inside.
Yes.
And then you keep it as warm as possible, and then you hang them because of insects, fleas.
Yes.
They are the danger. So when you hang them, they don't have any.
Is there vaccination done to these goats?
Yeah, but rare because they are indoors. If the government is vaccinating animals, they can vaccinate them for what is called pneumonia.
So this kind of goat dairy farming is what?
Yes,
At least the
for
way to
people, it depends on who you are.
Yeah.
If you want to do dairy as an enterprise,
Yes.
then you
Goat
can do
the other
that.
side.
If you want to produce some dairy for your own consumption,
Yes.
why don't you have one goat?
That is true.
And you know, look at the leaves that I put here. Where are they? You see, they have disappeared.
Yes.
Weeds. Okay.
Yes.
The weeds.
This
So
one's-
you see, if you are idle, an idle person, an old person, so you go along the road cutting
And
because
pick-
people don't say anything when you are cutting the weeds.
Yes.
And keep it to your goats, and then you produce 1 liter from
It's
a
enough for
goat,
you.
or 2 liters, or
Yes.
3 liters, 15 to 20,000, depending on the size and all that.
Yeah. So people can still source for the best breeds still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So my name is Joseph Langat. I work as a dairy consultant. I advise farmers, but for now I do farming at my farm. Okay. So my advice to farmers is that before they go into dairy, or even when they're in dairy, they should try to look at their costs versus income, because dairy can be very challenging, and especially the cost of feeds which have gone up. If you are not careful, you might use your money from outside to produce dairy for the public. So you need to really work on your records and compare. If you are getting a profit, continue. If not, please go into another enterprise. For small scale, those who are looking for milk for their own families, you try not to have very big cows. Have downgraded cows. Of course, people don't like that, but that is the reality. If you have an improved cow, small-bodied, please go for that if you have less feed. If not, then also try a goat, because it can also give you milk for your family. Of course, not a lot to sell, but you can be able to satisfy your family, especially young children, elderly, and also sick people. Thank you very much. 2 months old. 2 months old. But you can see they are already what you call maturing.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. It's big. It's going to be, this one can be 5 kilos.
5 kilos.
Yeah, or even more. And yet these are young. Yeah, you can see they are growing very fast, and it is intercropped with tea. Have you seen?
Yes.
We have intercropped with tea. So this is trying to integrate tea with cabbages.
With cabbages.
Because the tea are still young. Once the cabbages are maturing, we harvest. But there is still time, because these cabbages will go out in December.
Yes.
Then we come and plant others along the tea line here, in between the tea plants, like this.
Yes.
We are even ready to come and plant. Unaona mahali tutakuja kupanda?
Next.
Yes, look, the ones in the nursery. So you can see in between the tea rows, there is a row of cabbages.
Yes.
But we are coming again to put a cabbage here, within a line.
Yes.
We put a cabbage in between the tea plants, because they are doing fine, and you can see the tea is still doing very well.
That is true.
Yes. So there is a lot of this. This also was planted with manure. The cabbages.
Yes.
And we are doing a lot. You can see up there. We will go there, and then we see we are going on. Now come and I show you some other intercropping crops. Where we have intercropped. So you see now, look, Look at what we are coming to do. Look at come and look at the tomatoes which are ready, which are already fruiting. Look at this. Yes. So the challenge here, tomatoes now is fighting with the rains.
Yes.
Under the plight. Yes. But they are already fruiting. Somebody was asking me how many fruits. You can see here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from one. Yeah, from one branch, and there. So this one will do about 30.
That is true.
Yes.
And I'm realizing you're using the goat's
manure also.
Manure. Yes.
When they were planted. Yes. All right.
So you don't use any organic.
And then you see it's taking. Yeah, you see. So quite simple. You put a wire here to keep them. If they lie on the floor, on the ground, then they will get a lot of attacks from fungal infections.
Yes.
Yeah. Some already are infected, but not.
Ukulima Mashinani.
Why do you put this wood? What do you call wood ashes? This bono naka hizo vitu.
Wood shaving.
Yes.
Sawdust. Hii inasaidia maji. Kama ningeonyesha hii kubwa hivi. Hii itasaidia kweli. Na tena na mulching.
So it retains water retention is high. So hii kama Gloria F1.
Na tena anasuia weeds seda.
Isitoke.
Sasa hii weeds haiwezi toka.
Haiwezi toka. So now you have planted today. Duration ya hii Gloria kupandwa. Takes how long?
By 25th December next month. Kana kwa shamba.
So by 1 month it is
by
the market.
1 month
to the market. Watu wengine wanaogopa kupanda hii kuweka nursery. Wanasema hii Gloria inashuka.
Ukulima Mashinani.
One is for another 50 grams.
Yeah.
So unaona that nursery yenye iko hapo.
Yes.
Ndio imetoa hiyo mboga yote hiyo. This guy when akiweka 100% germination, no problem, and they grow like that. No problem. Because you can buy it is 2 shillings for each seedling. So if you are looking for 10,000 seedlings, that is 20,000.
So meaning this packet inatoa ngapi approximately?
That's about 7,000 to 10. Yes, even here. But you can see everywhere we go, there is somebody doing something. And I don't have to show them. This Mujamaa huyu, his home is there. I don't have to ask him to come and do the nursery. He instructs people to bring, when you wanachukua maziwa, I need some seedlings tomorrow. So they bring it. There is a shop called Mashampani that supplies things to me. Then I pay regularly.
Self-driven workers.
Self-driven team.
Ukulima Mashinani.
Come on, before we raise your song, you can release sounds of melodies to your Father. Who is like you, Lord, in all the earth? Matchless love and beauty and smile. What a sweet God we serve. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Who is like you, Lord, in all the earth? Matchless love and beauty, endless worth. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Oh, Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry. Come on, raise your hands to Him tonight. Treasures of my heart and of my soul. In my weakness, you are merciful. Nothing in this world. Ooh, hey, Jesus, you're the God that will dry. All my days, I will await that moment that I see you face to face. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Jesus, you're the God that won't run dry. Your presence, He said, raise it to Him, to me. Bana